Back now with some more Bay Sunday. Today we have two guests that are all part of an extraordinary celebration of crafts of women right here in San Francisco. The festival aims at celebrating the crafts of women in America by creating positive social impact and benefiting the Women's Building Program. Please welcome producer Christy Ward and artist Momo. Hi guys, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about the big festival.
Yes, well, it's next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's the 11th through the 13th at the Festival Pavilion at Fort Mason Center from 10 to 5. It's a different weekend this year than last year, so we want to make sure everybody knows that it's not Thanksgiving weekend this time around. It's going to be the 11th through the 13th, Veterans Day weekend.
And what are we going to see? How many artists?
You're going to see over 160 artists that from mediums such as paper, like Momo does here, and fiber, fine art, sculpture. People make chocolates. We have, of course, jewelry and scarves, hats. Yeah, just all kinds of stuff. Ceramics. It's a wonderful fair.
Yeah, and it is a fair. I mean, you've got food, you've got drink, you've got music.
Absolutely.
It's a good time.
It's a great time. It's a great time. Bring the family, and you're going to be able to do all of your Christmas shopping under one roof and not have to and get everything that's one of a kind.
Yeah.
So it's really special.
And Momo, how empowered are you to be a part of something that's just for women?
For me, this is probably the best fair in the country. Bear none, because we get to showcase what we do, we get to talk about what we do, but more importantly, we support other women who actually need the benefit of what we do to get themselves empowered to do the same things that we do.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the rare things San Francisco has. It supports women in every endeavor.
We'll talk about that in a moment. How about your artwork first? What do you do? And we've got some examples, some pictures of this. Tell us what you do.
I have revived the ancient art of marbling paper. Of course, I'm not the only one doing it in the country, but I'm the only one doing it in this sort of way. Taking the basic old method of decorating paper and turning it into my own expression of my visions. Such as this one,
and
which
these
is
are book covers, right?
Yeah, these are book covers, and I also make the books.
And how long does it take you to do one of these?
Well, including the preparation that goes into making the water, making my pens, making my inks, it would take me up to 3 or 4 hours to prepare to do something like this, which takes about, this one takes about 20 minutes or so. To make the paper, and then creating the box is another thing, about 3 or 4 days.
And you're at this fair, and people come by and they buy some of your art. How does that make you feel when they say, "Oh, this is lovely. This is"?
Actually, it puts me on cloud 9 because I get to tell people about my passion for doing this, right, which is really a passion, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't. And to just get them to share my enthusiasm about doing something with my hands that has kind of become part of my personality. I breathe paper, eat paper sometimes. Just kidding. And totally enjoy doing this work.
And Christy, Momo talked about it a little bit, but this benefits something very, very special, the Women's Building. Tell us about that here in San Francisco.
Well, the Women's Building, they provide wonderful services for women and girls and with low-income backgrounds. They provide education in computers, tax help. They have a food pantry. They support women in learning how to, actually one of the pieces is learning how to sell your work, which is a big part of what we do at the craft fair with an emerging artist program where we take 20 young artists who are just getting started and we kind of nurture them and show them how to do a show, because there's a lot more to it than the process of making the work. You also have to have your DBA, you have to know how to sell your work, you have to know how to interact with customers, and so that's a wonderful incubator program that we've developed with the craft
some
fair.
of the ladies that are going to be showing off their artwork, are these people that went through that program? And,
some people, we do have a few emerging artists that have turned into regular artists at the show that take a whole booth for themselves. It's happened a few times for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all the best to you ladies. Momo, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, thank you so much.
Great to meet you as well. Remember to attend. It's the 33rd Annual Women's Building Celebration of Crafts. All done by women. It's on November 11th through the 13th at the Fort Mason Center in San Francisco. If you'd like more information, log on to celebrationofcraftswomen.org. We'll see you next time right here on Bay Sunday. In the meantime, enjoy your weekend, everybody.
Thank you.
Sure.